Welcome to the Filmistines, the podcast where we discuss all things movies. Join us as we dive deep into the latest releases, revisit classic films, and explore the art of cinema. Whether you're a film fanatic or just love a good flick, we've got you covered. From Hollywood blockbusters to indie gems, we'll be breaking down the storytelling, cinematography, and everything in between. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and get ready for some cinematic magic. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. We offer tiers at the $1, $5, and $20 level, where the $20 tier grants the ability to request films for future episodes. How cool is that? That's cool, isn't it?
Pretty cool.
Every little bit counts. This is the Filmistines, where movies are more than just entertainment, they're an experience.
They're an experience.
All around you. Welcome back to the Filmistines. I hope everyone's doing very well today, watching good stuff, spending time wisely on things you love and appreciate. We have an interesting episode today, and I'm joined by my guest who is not usually missing. Not usually. Lucy.
Hello, everyone.
How are you today, Lucy?
I'm good. Good today.
I'm good today, knowing that Guardians of the Galaxy is plateauing quickly.
Oh.
It looks like they will not be breaking $1 billion.
Dang.
They're entering their 5th week, and they have yet to scratch 800 million. So I think they're
done.
I think they're done. And so Smash Brothers. Excuse me. Mario is
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Mario.
Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Mario is at the top, and looks like he's gonna stay at the top at almost 1.3 billion, which is cool.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I assume by the end of the year they will plateau around exactly that 1.3. I'm sure they can make about 20 more million. I saw today that Beau's Afraid is just shy of 10 million, which is probably the most unfortunate, box office flop of the year.
It's out in theaters?
Yeah.
This made it to theaters?
Oh, it's been out for like 6 weeks.
What?
Only 10 million. It's a travesty, really. No one has good taste in movies. And because it's also Ari Aster's most expensive film at about 35 million production costs, so there's no telling how much
Oh my god.
the end cost is going to be, which, you can probably assume is around 80 to 100 million. So I don't know.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, because I'm sure that film's awesome. Got Joaquin Phoenix in it.
Yep.
Can't wait to watch it. Well, today is a special episode, sort of, because we've never covered a Netflix original until now. 2023's Missing has been found. So they're calling these types of films screen life thrillers.
Screen life thrillers.
Okay. It's
All
kind
right.
of interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole techno horror thing. I didn't hear that until a few years ago, and that's okay.
Yep.
We don't have a lot of great examples of that. This is a great example of a screen life thriller. It's pretty good.
It was really good.
It's directed by Will Merrick, Nick Johnson, duo.
Oh, I
direction.
thought that was his whole name.
2 guys, 2 people. Screenplay by the same guys, which is a good sign. Always a good sign when your screenplay is written by the director, or the director is also right. Whichever one comes first.
Why? Because you think that's a vision?
It's a vision thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's always you should always be a little cautious when there's multiple people at the helm like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have several examples of really great combos of people. And that happens more in just a directorial sense too. A lot of times directors will have good cooperating actors like Leo and Quentin Tarantino, or Leo and Scorsese and stuff, or Robert De Niro and Scorsese.
Yeah.
That's what I obviously like working with them. That's why they pick them for all their movies, but it's cool. And the original writers were also involved producing this film, so you had a good setup for a film that delivers on its premise. So gotta appreciate that, especially coming out of Netflix, where there's not a lot of high quality stuff.
And not a lot of appreciation.
No one appreciates what Netflix has done. whether Netflix has ruined what TV is or not, they've shooken things up for real, you know,
Yeah.
and you could argue it's one of these scenarios maybe where if it wasn't them, it was going to be someone else.
Yeah.
But Netflix they're the guys who have brought streaming to everyone's, you know,
Pocket.
to everybody's pocket, and like
Home.
in different ways too. Like this is not to say there wouldn't be a Spotify without Netflix, but it may not be in the same form it is, you know. It may look a little different. And Netflix has some hits here and there, you know. People like Stranger Things. I don't love it, but it's got its...
Oh, I love Stranger Things.
Yeah, I know you do. And Ozarks, people love Ozarks. And
That's okay.
Squid Games recently.
Squid Games.
Yeah, and some of those are not so much Netflix originals as they are just things that Netflix got the rights of. Kind of like this. This was not a Netflix production.
Yeah.
It's a Netflix get, which is fine. If you got into the nitty gritty of it, I guarantee you'd find that all the really great things that come out of Netflix, or a large percentage of them, are not in-house Netflix products. I don't really know what of theirs is, to be honest. Shit, maybe nothing. I don't even know. Maybe they buy everything like Microsoft does with their games. Got them. So, I'll say off the top, this is our second, probably the last time I say this, our second fan-requested film. Give a round of applause. Yep. So that's cool. Thank you guys out there for supporting us in the ways you do.
Thank you for recommending good stuff. Or bad stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But it's always nice when something good... I mean, something like this that is surprisingly good.
I wouldn't have watched this without the recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Me too.
I'm glad it popped up. So, I mean, it's a movie. It's got kind of a David Fincher feel, you know, with like Seven and that other movie that's not David Fincher, Prisoner. Remember Prisoner with Wolverine and Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, I love that movie.
It's got kind of a feel, you know, similar kind of thriller. It taps into that kind of thriller angle.
What vibes it gave me?
Who's that? Denis Villeneuve? Yeah. Who? What?
Don't Fuck with Cats.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much a Screen Life, docudrama kind of, sort of. I guess it's pretty much a documentary, but it's like a Screen Life documentary. Yeah.
I mean,
sure. Which was also Netflix. It's a good documentary, if you want to call it that. It's like
Is it a documentary? Is it based off of real life?
Yeah, that was real.
Events?
The Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was real.
Okay, because this isn't real. So it's a little different there. But, I mean, pretty much the same kind of investigation, reading on screen, you know, reading emails to figure out where we're headed with this.
Yeah, very similar. I mean, there might be some origin, there might be some inspiration there. So this film's apparently a spiritual successor of another film called Searching from 2018. You heard of that?
No. So it's like a sequel, but not a sequel?
Yeah, unrelated.
Unrelated. Okay. That's cool. I might watch that.
They're calling it a standalone sequel to Searching, and somewhere it said an anthological film, which is just weird because in the rest of the world we call that spiritual successor when it's not a proper sequel, when it's got some kind of relation in aesthetic and design, we call that spiritual successor, especially when it's coming from the same director and writers and stuff.
You don't just call it another movie?
No, I mean you can, but it's so similar. But you know, it's what spiritual successor. I guess maybe is just exclusive to video games because they don't see that anywhere here. That's what people often say in games. Super interesting movie. I'm surprised. I didn't have any expectation of what this was going to be. Had nothing going on in my head about this. It was a total. I looked at the Letterboxd score and I was like, wow, that's relatively high, especially for a Netflix movie. And I was like, all right, let's go. It's fine. And I was surprised. What do you think?
I liked it.
What are some high-level thoughts?
I liked it a lot. I liked the actors. I think, what's her name? Junebug. I don't know her actress name.
Storm Reed.
Yeah, I think she did a phenomenal job. You know, I mean, we don't really see many people in the movie, just mainly her.
Yeah.
And she's being shot through what's, you know, a computer screen, an Apple Watch, phone, a camera outside, your security camera. And I think she did a phenomenal job.
I think she did awesome.
I was thinking the whole time we were watching the movie, where is she from? But then when I looked her up, she's in Euphoria. She's Rue's little sister.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, all right, yeah.
She looks older than Zendaya now. So I wonder how that's going to be pulled off in Euphoria season 3.
Maybe they send her away to college or something. I don't remember how young she was supposed to be in Euphoria.
That's funny. Maybe she gets in trouble.
Oh,
Gets sent
yeah.
to juvie or something.
Maybe.
So that's why she looked familiar. Okay. I didn't see. I looked at her filmography, the film side of it, and I didn't see anything that screamed out to me that this is where she's from. Euphoria. All right. I see it now.
But I mean, I thought it was all done just so creative with the use of, you know, all those devices. I mean, you might be able to tell me exactly how it was filmed, because, you know, you did mention that it probably wasn't through those devices, because that makes sense.
Yeah, all that was digitally created.
Yeah, which is even more awesome.
Mhm.
Oh my god. And I like that. You know, I'm a big Apple user, and I have my phone, my Apple Watch, my iPad, and my Mac all paired together. So just kind of relating in that way. You know, she's using her devices for everything.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
kind of
cool.
cool.
It's very modern. It was kind of telling me that I got the feeling that this is a really cool take on like the modern found footage type thing. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Which
it
is
gave me
cool.
kind of some found footage vibes, and I love found footage films.
yeah, found footage is underappreciated and certainly underexplored. We don't have enough good found footage stuff. It's hard to do because how do you not make it look like a home video? I just don't know.
Yes.
I don't even know how you get started on that.
It's like pretend you're acting, but pretend you're not acting.
Yeah, it's a interesting angle for filmmaking. And it's kind of cool because it can be very low budget and not very ambitious and everything, but there's something so eye candy about it
Mm-hmm.
that you just are really drawn in. Probably because it's so realistic. Because
Yeah.
it feels like a home video type
It
or
feels
through your
like-
iPhone or whatever type thing.
Yeah, it feels like it can be real. Like, you're not going to the movies to watch this film because it's something you almost shouldn't be watching.
Yeah, it's almost like a Gonzo guerrilla style way of filmmaking, I guess, minus the actual being there. You know, you're still recreating it. It's cool. Like, I mean, I know you made me watch that one movie called
Amber Alert.
Amber
That's
Alert.
my all-time favorite found footage film.
I mean,
It's awesome.
I think it's free on Netflix too.
Is it for real?
I think so. That film probably didn't cost them any money to make. They probably made that all themselves. They didn't have to hire anyone, you know. But it's so good. What do you think of Javier?
I don't know. He was okay. It was just kind of funny to me how she had to find him on the Colombian TaskRabbit, paid him $8 to do all these things to look for her mom, and then they kind of develop a relationship here somewhere, and I'm like, that's okay.
It's kind of weird.
All
It's
right.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny that they developed that more than her
And her mom.
mom. Yeah, her mom was missing the whole time. So
That's-
I mean, what do you think about the whole this like how things unfolded?
Oh my
That's
god.
pretty wild.
My all-time favorite part?
Was when she realized
Yes, when she realized that wasn't her mom.
that was good.
That was so good.
That was very good.
I was like dumbfounded for like 5 minutes straight. It was just crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see that specific thing coming.
And then she figured it out through well, I mean, she I guess she was suspicious of it, but then she confirmed it when she hit that live button. I don't know about Androids, but with iPhones, when you send a photo, it like takes, I don't know how many seconds of that photo that you took, and you can make it live. You can click on it and it like moves for a second. And you can accidentally send someone a picture of something you didn't want them to see. They just have to hold down that like button.
Like you turn that off?
You can turn it off before you send the picture.
Oh, okay.
But if you sent that picture, like, I think
snap.
you're fucked.
I didn't know that.
So I just thought that was so clever that's how she confirmed it. Because maybe it's me, but I don't think about clicking on other people's little live thing. I make sure I turn mine off just in case there was something, there that I don't want other people to see. But I just thought that was awesome. That's how she confirmed it.
That's cool.
Like you're already so surprised that wasn't her mom, and then this is how she found out, and it's almost like an invasion of privacy. I don't know how to describe it, but it was great.
Yeah, the setup was insane. The build up, I'm not sure how long this film was, but every second was used to its fullest. Super well paced film. I wonder what they're going to talk about in the very beginning. Her and Kevin, and her mom interrupted June and Kevin, and then the mom interrupted what they were about to talk about. I wonder what Kevin was about to say at the very beginning before they left.
Yeah. You think he felt bad? He was going to speak up? Or you think he was going to tell her that, hey, I'm going to propose to your mom, and then send pictures, and then they were going to get kidnapped anyway? Kidnapped in quotes. To me, it sounded like he was going to try to get permission to marry the mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about the kidnap part. I don't know why.
Although, yeah, so there were a few parts where I was confused, and you had to kind of explain to me what was happening. So I don't know if there's anything to say about that. Maybe that was just me that was confused.
Why did they do the fake kidnapping?
Was it so she wouldn't come looking for them? Like, your mom's gone?
Because I feel like that just...
Or so they wouldn't suspect Kevin, tying him back to the dad?
Yeah, I would have thought if you were going to pull that number, you would have tried to get out of the country more quickly. Because they were still there for a couple of days until Kevin got caught. And he got caught close to the border, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why didn't he... Like, they had more than 24 hours to get out of there before the cops even got involved. You know what I mean? Before June even saw that footage to get things rolling. You know what I mean? Like, why was he still there? Why didn't he go to...
Because he didn't have money, right? Isn't that what he was texting?
No, they said that... Yeah, I'm not sure. But they did say that June's mom's bank was, like, completely drained. So I guess Kevin didn't get any of the money?
Probably. It was the dad.
The dad took it all?
Took it all.
So he couldn't go anywhere?
Yeah, because I remember them messaging each other.
Okay, so the dad turned on Kevin too, it sounds like.
I think
to some degree.
I think.
Yeah, I was just a little confused about that, and then they kill him. The cops kill
him. Yeah. And then you're like, oh shit, now where is this movie going to take me? It's like, it's just a cliffhanger on top of a cliffhanger.
Yeah, like a proper, thriller documentary.
Yeah.
It's pretty well done.
Did you see the dad being the bad guy?
Yeah, I knew the dad was still alive. I knew the dad was involved in this somehow. I didn't know he was Jimmy. I didn't think about Jimmy before that.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about Jimmy because I think we stopped for a while. I think we had a intermission of 24 hours. And I had forgotten about that character, and I think I would have pieced that together a little quicker, because otherwise, because why is he even in the movie at all if he's not a bigger piece than this, right? I just forgot Jimmy.
Yeah, well, because she misses her dad, and it's Father's Day, and that's why she gets drunk, and that's why she has that party, and that's what I thought was the purpose of the dad here. Not he's gonna kill the mom and the daughter. I guess he didn't plan to kill the daughter. Who knows? But this all takes place on Father's Day, or she has that party on Father's Day. So she's kind of bummed about that, which makes her late. And then she has to hire the TaskRabbit and all these things. And kind of makes her maybe have that attitude towards her mom because she never had her dad. I don't know.
Yeah. And she's like 17, and you know what? 17 doesn't have an attitude towards their parents, right?
That's true.
Yeah, but I guess her mom was already missing days before Father's Day. She was missing.
She was missing, way before that. She didn't even leave the country.
Yeah.
But June was getting pictures, so she was good.
Yeah, that was a good. I'm not gonna get over that anytime soon. That was a good little twist. Like you know how when you're looking in on something, the details of something, and then your eyes kind of readjust and you see the bigger picture, and you're like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah, like you finally realize the thing you were supposed to realize, and it just hits you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get over that. That was so good. And then that lady who wasn't her mom, Bad Bunny or whatever.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. I don't know. Yeah, Bunny girl, whatever.
She runs away. I guess because he's broke now, and she's afraid to be with him because, he's probably acting weird, not having money, and he's in Colombia and stuff.
I mean, yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Can we even trust what she said? Because I think she was on the news and she said that she was an actress hired by Kevin, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that they were just filming this little, video movie, something, because that's what the college kids were there. They were like, oh, he didn't even pay me. So that's her role in it, but I don't know if we trust it based on some of those messages. So I don't know, but that's what she said in the news when they interviewed her.
Okay. Yeah, so he just didn't have any money, and so because he didn't, the dad didn't want him popping back up to be a potential problem. How did you think this was gonna go?
I thought she wasn't gonna see her mom again. I thought the mom was fucked. I mean, I was feeling for her, but I'm also not the type of person that tries to figure it out.
I don't try to figure it. It just comes to me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're obviously trying to figure it out if you're thinking about it. So I'm just going to say that. But I read mystery books. I don't try to figure it out. Even though it's almost always, the same killer, the same plot, the same, whatever. And I never figure it out. I don't try to. It just happens and I'm shocked and I'm surprised and no one else is. But here, I thought the dad was gone. I thought he had cancer. He died. They tricked me.
They did a good job. They did a really good job setting that up because they make this girl, it happens around Father's Day. That's a good time for it to happen because now she's really morose about the whole thing and she's thinking about it and she's, her mom's kind of moving on with Kevin. So there's like this real paternal thing.
Yeah. Paternal?
There's this
maternal?
real daddy thing going on. They do a good setup where they start to... It's just a major theme of the movie where it doesn't become obvious, because it's just her issues,
Mm-hmm.
And then nope, the dad is the problem. He's actually the problem.
I didn't see it.
It's a good setup. I can't get over it. I'm really impressed, actually, because it's just not very ambitious. We get a little hung up in Colombia. She becomes friends with the Colombian dude, and she helps kind of inspire him to reconnect with his kid and stuff. And it's like a little
okay, yeah,
it's all right. And her friend doesn't go anywhere. Like she's got that friend that comes over occasionally.
Yeah, Vina.
And she's kind of lame. I don't know what her point was.
Her point was to do this weird ass deep fake voice to get Kevin's recovery password, right?
Yeah, that was her point.
Or recovering something of Kevin's. Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I forgot about that. That was her point.
That was her one point.
Hey, that's fine. Everyone's got that weird friend who does weird shit, so that's fine. That's fine. And then I guess the lawyer was a little weird too.
I was gonna say that was one of the thriller things that happened that got me, because I also thought the friend was hooking up with Kevin, or she wanted Kevin, or something with Kevin that she wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, they made it. She said a couple things that made it seem that way, and turns out Kevin wasn't even the problem here. They did a good way of kind of navigating where your suspicions are at. And I'm really impressed. I can't get over it now. Now we're talking about it.
Yeah, and then she finds that number and she types it into a sticky note on her laptop and hovers over it, and it's like, oh, this lady's already in your contacts. What? It's Heather. And then she goes over there and fucking Heather's dead, and now you're more confused. So, I loved it.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
I wonder if searching is as good.
Might have to give that a try. What'd you think about I thought it was very silly, but what'd you think about the part where she was talking to the hotel receptionist guy on the phone, and he was speaking Spanish, and she was typing in Google Translate what he was saying, and then what she was gonna say to him.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how the fuck she's typing that in.
I know.
She's got good ears.
She must have taken a few Spanish classes for sure.
Yeah, that was cute. That was just.
Yeah, I thought it was very silly, like a cute silly, but just very silly.
Yeah, that would only work in a movie like this, where the whole movie's on through her laptop.
Mm-hmm.
But that worked because it built that tension, her getting it in there real quick and stuff, and because you can imagine doing that,
Yeah,
on the phone with someone who doesn't speak the language and you're trying to fucking pieces together.
I do that.
Yeah, fortunately it was Spanish, and it was something a little bit familiar sounding,
yeah,
with the syllables and shit.
That's true.
Hopefully, good thing it wasn't Russian or something.
Yeah, if it would have been any other language, well, not any other language, she might have gotten it away with like Italian or something.
Yeah.
But
and apparently the security cameras overwrite each other every 48 hours.
Oh my gosh.
What is the point? That was funny. Just another good way to build tension. There are a lot of routes they took that felt really natural and smart, and they nailed a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good job.
One thing I didn't get is the house where the mom got shot and the dad took June to. Was that like their childhood house?
Yeah.
Why did she stay in the area if she
ran away
and changed her identity?
That's a good point. They lived in Los Angeles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to stay in the area. I guess she had a decent job, so there's that. But
she quit her job.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want to move then, because at least move to, I don't know, San Francisco or something far further away than
a drive there to get kidnapped.
Yeah, that was a little funny, but I guess they needed him to be kind of close for this to work, so we had something we gotta live with. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were that mom and like 10 years was approaching, I would have booked it. Hell no. Especially when he said, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, man.
You're what?
Oh yeah, I guess he did go to prison, so she maybe felt safe, but
okay, 10-year mark, like I said, you run. Don't even wait for the 10 years. He might get out early for good behavior. Like, get out of there 5 years at least.
That's true. He didn't. Why was he in prison?
Because the drugs.
Oh yeah, he probably would have gotten out early in real life.
I don't know what drugs it was.
Yeah, but he didn't murder or rape anyone.
Yeah.
So I think even murderers get out on early probation.
Because I think she was going to get him for like domestic abuse, but he was only going to be gone like a year or two. I don't remember what the screen said, but she looked up like a conviction for drugs. I want to say cocaine, but I'm just thinking that. And that was 10 years, so she decided to kind of, I mean, she didn't plant it because he was doing drugs.
Yeah.
She
went with that.
Called.
What kind of sense does that make? You can go to jail longer for having drugs, doing and having drugs, selling drugs, than beating someone?
That makes no sense.
What? I mean, the drugs should be legal, and you can do all the drugs you fucking want and kill yourself with them. It doesn't matter, but like hurting another individual, you get a year or two? What? That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a free market, man. Just let them sell the drugs.
Yeah, he might have killed himself and wouldn't have hurt you, you know?
Yeah.
In 10 years, he definitely would have been gone doing drugs.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I don't
It depends on the drug, I
Right.
guess. And
The use.
they didn't really say.
His nose was
His nose was
bleeding.
bleeding, so maybe, I don't know, meth or cocaine. Or meth or cocaine, I think, are both snorted. Can be snorted. I think cocaine is almost exclusively snorted, and meth, you just gotta get it in your body somehow. Eyeball, mouth,
Anyhow.
smoke it, nose, booty. You know what? Excuse me, I don't think this film is a Netflix original.
It's not a Netflix original?
Nope. I take that back. Distributed by Sony, it looks like. Sony and Netflix have that deal where a lot of Sony things come to Netflix after some time. My bad.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so I take that back about Netflix having some good stuff because we got -1 now to that +1.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new Joker? I was thinking about it today.
I'm excited for the Barbie movie
Oh.
that comes out in, 20 days?
What? There's several movies coming out in the next few days we're going to watch.
Oh, really?
Indiana Jones, the Barbie movie, Transformers.
Indiana Jones?
Elemental. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Indiana Jones is so boring.
What's the new one?
Is he in that? Is Harrison Ford, whatever his name is?
Sort of.
Oh, okay. So he's slightly in there.
Yeah, he's in it, and then I think they put the CG on him and make him look much younger. And then I think he's being displaced by a lady in Indiana Jones. I think they're going down that route.
Great.
So it seems, I'm not too sure. That's gonna die on the vine, I'm sure. I've heard this is the last Indiana Jones. They're not doing anymore because they just don't want the headache, which
Okay. We'll see.
It's not hard. Indiana Jones hasn't been relevant in 30 years, so 35, whatever. When did Young Indy come out? The early show.
I have no idea.
I'm not
I know
sure.
absolutely nothing about Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you're not missing nothing.
Good.
Indiana Jones is vanilla. There's some cool things in Indiana Jones. It's like James Bond though. I can't. I'm sure people feel that way about like Harry Potter or Pirates of the Caribbean or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to. James Bond, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Terminator. Ugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was a fun movie. We're on the upswing. Thank you guys for recommending this film. Our next film will be even upper swing. Can't wait. I'll give you guys a hint.
We get a hint?
It rhymes with Bon Vic.
Bon Vic.
Yeah.
Bon Vic. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that hint.
You don't know?
I don't even know.
Bon Vic.
I have no idea. Can I get another hint?
Bon Vic 4.
I got it.
All right.
I got it.
I should have said Bon Vic Poor.
I would have gotten that.
Okay.
I would have gotten that.
Or Door.
Or door, yeah. Yeah, you should have put a number in there.
Apparently.
Well, we're not watching the first one, are we? Exactly.
Any closing statements about anything? Not necessarily this film. Treat each other right out there. Be nice to each other. Love each other.
Learn how to drive.
Learn how to drive.
Jesus.
Be nice to each other out there. All right.
Okay.
Take care, you guys.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Film of Steins. Thanks for tuning in and joining us on our cinematic journey. We hope you enjoyed our discussion and gained some new insights and perspectives on the world of movies. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform, especially Patreon. And follow us on social media for more film-related content. We love hearing from our listeners, so if you have any feedback, suggestions, or movie recommendations, please feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, keep watching and keep loving the magic of movies. This is the Filmistines signing off.